Are you ready? In 5,
I'm ready.
4. Welcome to the Gear Slum, your one-stop shop for all things guitar culture nonsense. I'm Aaron.
I'm Phil.
And I'm Cole.
We slum it hard so you don't have to.
You know what you're doing.
I did that on purpose.
I know you did it on purpose.
I just fingered Phil's pulse right before.
I feel like you, even though we're on Zoom, I feel like you looked me in the eye.
Directly in the eye. Yeah.
And then he did a motion with his finger.
Yeah, definitely. I did. Guys, I do the Wayne's World thing every time. And if you don't know what that is, you
never
should
gets
watch
old.
Wayne's World. I don't think it gets old.
For some reason, he does it in an inappropriate way, though.
It's inappropriate in the movie. That's the whole point.
That's not true. Wait, is it?
What are you talking about?
Yes.
Remember, and that's one of the jokes that I saw Wayne's World in the theater.
Oh, dang.
And multiple times growing up, you know. I don't want
Mhm.
to brag. And then there was a huge gap of time between Wayne's World
next to the
viewings.
theater, there was a big old gap next to the theater. Did you buy some
Yeah,
Twinkies?
and there was a baby gap too.
Mm.
It's a big gap and a baby gap.
Big boy gap.
But one of the jokes that
Bob's big boy gap.
along, like when they're talking about the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 thing, Wayne says something about like, "Oh, how do I get the hand job?" or something about a hand job. You know?
Oh yeah.
And it totally like saw the movie like 10 times
Are you
as
serious?
like a kid and like a young teenager. Didn't get that joke at all. And then when I watched it as an adult, I was like, "Oh, that's it."
I
a
get
good
it. French
Okay.
class.
Maybe I need to watch Wayne's World again as
Yeah.
a seasoned adult.
Yeah. Well seasoned.
Maybe I should stop saying adult and I should start saying adult
Adult.
because it sounds fancier.
Does
You are addled and an adult.
yeah.
Mm.
Cole, what's that poster behind you? I don't think I've ever seen that. Guitar Heaven.
It's like
It's like
it
all
shows,
the Gibson shapes.
No, it's all the shapes. Well, all of them are like
All
iconic
the like
guitars.
rock and there's
It's
no
from,
strap
like-
on there though.
It's
Oh,
from
yeah,
like
there it
Home
is.
Goods.
Uh-huh.
It's from like Home Goods or something. And there's like
Yeah.
there's like a what's his name? Rolling Stones guy.
Oh yeah,
Keith Richards, Telly down on the bottom.
yeah.
But it's all like
they're like iconic
none of
musicians.
the headstocks or logos are on there, you know. And it's just like it was from like Home Goods or
Yeah.
you know, Taipan Trading or something like that.
Are they
guys
meant to
have
be
Taipan
like
trading?
no. We have World Market. Is that the same thing?
No, it's not. It's I don't even know why it's called Taipan Trading because it's not like Asian specifically. It's just like home decoration type stuff.
It's like a Pier 1 imports kind
Oh,
of thing.
totally, exactly, yeah.
All right.
But yeah, it is funny because it's got the Dimebag Darrell like Confederate flag Explorer on there. Like, I'd love to see how they came up with some of the choices.
Right.
There's like way more iconic guitars they could have chosen.
I used to have
It even has the Arn the Homeless one. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh,
on
does
top.
the Tom Morello one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Pretty great. And it has a Zach Wilde.
Yeah, I saw that. There's like a Liam Gallagher one on there. Is that the Union Jack
Yeah.
Oasis guys?
Yeah.
Dave Grohl, I
Noel-
see. On
Noel
there.
Gallagher.
Oh, Noel Gallagher.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Liam didn't play. He just
Yeah. He was the singer, right?
nasally sang.
Yeah.
Nasally slang.
He nasally
So I've been
sang.
going through. I like played guitar tonight, guys.
Dude.
What?
I have
Why?
to admit,
How
my
could you-
calluses are not great.
Dude, when I played acoustic a couple weeks ago,
Struggling. Oh, dude.
I was like, bro, I didn't realize how long it had been since I played, but I was like, I even told my wife, I was like, my fingers are so soft. I have like no calluses.
That sucks, dude. That
Oh,
was
man.
like
trying to hold down like that high E13 gauge.
Yeah,
not
with
fun.
your pinky when you're doing the G
Yeah.
chord,
Yeah.
the G add 9 or whatever it is.
And when you're playing it at church, it's like you just keep those two fingers there.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You don't move them.
Yeah, I've been watching all these Andertons videos, and
Oh, nice.
they did one with this kid. He's like he's a guy who like is super popular in YouTube circles.
Mm-hmm.
Not like Ola England, but like that type of thing, you know?
Like a metal kind of guy.
Kind of. No, but he was doing like, well, I can't remember, but basically he was saying like the number one thing is you always got to have your calluses. And even if I can't play much, I got to make sure I keep up my calluses. And I was like, it made me feel bad.
Was it like a new video?
No, it's an older one. And then I stumbled upon that. There's that the Beast Les Paul, you know, that guy that Bernie Marsden has. It's like one of the coolest things ever. He's it's like it's a 59 Les Paul.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That has sort of become one of the most famous
yeah.
Les Pauls out there, and he's interviewing him about it, and while they're talking, he's like, you know, it's interesting because I heard that all the finishes, like they only had one kind of finish back then. It was just the cherry, whatever, sunburst.
Yeah.
And then they all just faded differently. And that's where all the new different burst colors came from. Because his is like very like lemon, honey type of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah. So as they're talking, this guitar, mind you, is worth like over $1 million. He takes off the switch, like the ring around the switch, you know, the pickup switch. Takes it off and it's like bright red underneath it.
Oh wow.
It's
Whoa.
like the freaking
so
coolest
cool.
thing I've ever seen, dude.
That's really cool.
And he's like, yeah, this guitar used to be red just like that, but it faded.
So they're saying like all the new custom colors are just different
Or just any of
same
the colors. So like if you buy a Les Paul standard, you can get like lemon drop or honey burst or like
yeah.
Except the black, the ones that have like black instead of red around the
burst,
border,
yeah.
those are different. Yeah, tobacco burst, but like most of any of the ones that are more faded are basically
Was the
just
cherry
based on.
burst.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Which is pretty cool, yeah.
That's freaking cool. I mean, it's cool. Like, I guess it's kind of cheesy that they made all the different versions, but it's cool that they faded.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense though. Like, it's like if you have a Strat, you know, if you like buy, I think more people do this than we realize. Like, they have their guitar idle and they see the guitar that they play, and they're like, well, that's the guitar I want to have. So
exactly the same.
I want one that looks. I want one that looks like it, and you know.
Yeah, that's true. That was like the relic of the day was like supposedly vintage colors.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, it weirdly made me want a Les Paul recently.
Yeah, what was something? I'm trying to think of something that made me want a Les Paul too, like a few weeks ago, but I don't remember what it was. But I saw something and I've been thinking about wanting a Les Paul. So guys, it's December. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what we did is we missed the freaking mystery stocking from Premier Guitar. Completely.
I don't think we missed it. We didn't.
Would you have tried to get one?
Heck yeah.
I probably would have. Yeah, I would have.
I wouldn't have used my own money. I would have used like Gearslum money.
Yeah, Gearslum money. The last couple of years I've tried, it's been like so frustrating because the site just crashes.
Yeah, that's true. It's gotten
maybe it didn't this year.
popular.
Maybe enough people have become jaded that they didn't have the traffic.
They always say like last year we sold out in less than 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I saw someone got a white
4 minutes, and then we listened to everybody complain about how crappy this stuff was for
months.
a month.
Yeah.
I saw some guy that got a white Gibson beanie.
Yeah.
And there was like complaining, like, "Oh, this is what I got," and I was thinking, like, that's kind of cool.
Everyone's getting those beanies, and they have the little like brim in them. They're like old snowboarder beanies.
Oh, they do, like the little brim on the front.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny, dude. I'd wear the crap out of that, man.
Oh.
That's like
I'd wear that
sun.
with my big
thing
puffy
du
starter
jour.
jacket.
Oh yeah,
Keep
heck
this.
yeah.
My Bengals, Cincinnati Bengals starter jacket.
Dude, I think it was who it was it one of the guys from Always Sunny that was playing a 90s drug dealer? Did I see that on Instagram recently? And he was wearing a starter's jacket.
Oh, probably.
Maybe, yeah.
I was a
Those are
total
the-
ski snob though.
Giant puffy.
Yeah, starter
Yeah,
jacket.
yeah.
That's the way to go.
My family was such serious skiers that I would like look down. If you wore jeans skiing, that was like the worst possible thing you could do. But even just a
that
starter
like-
jacket, like that's not a ski jacket.
Yeah,
Was
that's a
wearing
like
casual.
jeans-
windbreaker.
To you, Cole, wearing jeans skiing, is that like wearing jeans like jumping in the ocean with jeans on?
Essentially, because that is part of it. Is they're not waterproof at all.
Right. And it's you are wearing the wrong attire.
Yeah,
Right.
It's not suited for what you're doing right now.
This attire is not suitable for this activity.
But in all like the 80s ski movies, the coolest guys are all wearing jeans.
I don't know about that. Don't a lot of times they have neon ski pants on, right?
Maybe.
yeah, the bad rich guys are never wearing jeans when they ski.
They should be. It's cool.
Maybe like if there was like a meatballs version of skiing where it's like there's the rich kids and then there's the cool poor kids. Maybe then. Is there a movie like that?
Yeah, Ski Patrol.
And
Is that what
that's
it's called. Yeah, have you seen Ski Patrol?
what do you think? If I just asked if there was a movie.
How have you not seen Ski Patrol? Wow.
Cole,
This
have you
is,
seen Ski Patrol?
I think so.
I don't think
It's
he has.
got Bobcat Goldthwait's in it.
Oh, yes, I've definitely seen it.
And there's this part where Paul
Yeah.
Feig is in
That's
it.
yeah.
There's this part where Bobcat like gets really drunk, and then they put him in a miniaturized version of his house. So he wakes up in it, he thinks he like grew overnight.
Stupid.
Oh man. And the old guy, the little old guy, well he wasn't that old then, but
Yeah,
The-
it's the
the
dude
funny-
we talked about him last week. What's his name?
yeah.
He was on Designing Women, I think.
Yeah. Now I'm looking it up.
Oh, what's his name? He's on it. Oh, Leslie Jordan.
Yeah, because he's on TikTok too. He has like a pretty
Yeah.
funny TikTok.
He's really funny. He was
Wait,
in the
is he
show.
the guy that sounds very effeminate and also very southern?
Yeah, he's like
Yes,
a little southern
totally.
gay man, but he's really funny. He's in this new show. What is it called? I don't know if it's still on. The
My
Cool
wife-
Kids, maybe. And it's like about these like these three guys living in like a retirement home.
That is
It's really
awesome.
funny.
My
He's
wife
funny. He's a funny little man.
My wife has an air filter in her room that like
Uh-huh.
if the air quality gets below a certain level it turns yellow, and then if it gets really bad it turns red.
Yeah.
And she
Red.
just texted me that my
Hmm.
dog's farts are so bad that it
Oh,
turned
wow.
red.
Nice. That's
My dog
amazing.
that weighs like 15 pounds.
Well, it's just pure methane. Yeah. It's like
Exactly.
your,
Is he sitting
your
near the
home
device?
is filling up
No.
with methane.
I'll go fart in a room sometime just to see it change to yellow. I don't know if it's changed to red before unless I fart like right into it.
That's hilarious. But what I was saying is it's December, and that means Christmas is coming up. And I had an idea, guys. This is for the viewers because we already know about this, but I had an idea that we should all buy each other Christmas gifts, like a Secret Santa, but the only secret is what the gift is, not who the Santa is. So here's what I was thinking. We should tell each other what pedals we currently own, approximately. Like talk about our current pedal board setups.
No, dude, I'm
been a while,
I'm going
first of all.
through the whole freaking list.
Well, that's fine. And then, Phil, you and I will choose a gift for Cole, not on the air, privately. You two will choose a gift for me, and Cole and I will choose a gift for Phil. How does that sound?
This is a great plan. And oh, dude,
Oh, we lost Phil.
Phil just got booted. I told my wife this plan, and she, as you know, couldn't care less about the podcast.
Yeah.
but she thought that was a great plan.
Oh, good. I like that.
She does care about me and my friends, so.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. My wife cares about me, and she wants me to be happy. Whether or not I do a podcast, I guess, is irrelevant to her, but.
Yeah. Hi, Phil.
You're muted. You're mooted.
Hello.
It's a moo point. So anyway, Phil, I was telling Cole that what we should do is do it like a Secret Santa. I'm just kidding. Since you already know the plan and the audience knows the plan, I will not be repeating it.
I'm sorry. Are we doing the plan that I suggested?
Which part?
Okay. Well, okay. So that each pair of us picks for the one.
Well, that was the plan that we already had before you suggested it, but
no, you did not suggest it. You said you were going to buy us things.
no, you came into it a little bit late, and you might have missed some things, but Cole and I had that part of it down before you came in.
Yeah,
but it is a good idea. I like the idea. That's why I had it.
So before you ever said anything, Phil,
yeah,
Aaron said, "I think me and Phil should choose one for you." To me, and then you and me choose one for Phil, etc.
Ew.
It's all right. I mean, I don't expect you to read every message you miss, so it's fine. But
well, I said I don't have time. I'm about to go. I'm about to start class.
Yeah.
I don't have time for this.
We don't expect you to, but we also don't expect you to say that was my idea that you stole when clearly we have the receipts. Like you can't get on your high horse and start dealing out judgments when you didn't do your homework
that I came up with.
Cole, you please expect never could have thought about. Please feel free to slap me down.
Exactly.
Which we just did.
That's good. Yes, thank you.
Okay, so who's going first?
We haven't talked about TikToks yet, but who was it that suggested we talk about TikToks and then yell at Phil for a little bit?
That was Christian Avila, I believe.
Oh, Phil.
We're close. We're close.
I'm going to share my screen.
Okay.
I think I just wanted Cole specifically to talk about TikToks, though.
Should I play that TikTok? It might not be interesting enough to listen to. This TikTok I posted in the group is actually pretty great. It's this guy bought a shaker. It was a TC Electronics shaker vibrato, I'm pretty sure.
I saw that you had posted.
Whatever.
I have not watched that video yet.
Oh, you didn't? So basically,
I didn't watch it either.
Well,
let's
we're
hear
gonna watch
about
it right now.
Let's do it. All right, let me get on.
It's 47 seconds long, so you guys can endure that.
Vibrato pedal online, and the guy I bought it from on Reverb sent me this really nice note that says, I hope you love it. I set the knobs to my favorite sound if you wanted to give that a try.
Aww.
So I was really excited to hear what this guy's favorite sound was on this pedal, but you have to hear how he left this pedal for me. So here's my clean tone. Now here's with his favorite sound.
If there was ever a time to listen to a TikTok and not watch it, that was it.
Yeah, for sure.
It communicated everything you needed to hear. So first of all, those settings are hilarious, but I love the idea of like putting a note in there and saying, "Hey, these are my settings, so check them out."
But what are the chances that the knobs didn't move at all during shipment?
I know that's what I'm wondering.
Well, okay, you clearly also have to take a picture of the settings.
Yeah.
And
just draw the little knobs and put the line on it
and send a picture. But then you also have to say, by the way, I'm playing this with my with my Mustang
semi-clean amp.
Yeah, exactly. with a
reverb. Pretty good though, to be honest.
I mean, it's a cool sound. It's just very specific.
No, it's not a cool sound.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
okay,
like,
is that guy
especially from a very generic, like that shaker vibrato is like just a very like versatile vibrato,
So is the seller of an Alaf?
Of an Alaf?
Like he's got to be right. That's not his setting.
Probably.
He's like,
Probably.
I like that
he was
idea
like, oh,
even
this will
more.
be funny.
Just finding the
Yeah.
weirdest settings and then including
Just
that
mess
note.
with people. It's like the most harmless prank ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's only fun. There's no victims.
Yes.
That's pretty funny. I like that
I
TikTok.
like it. I like it very much.
It's a good one.
Does that guy have other videos?
Shut
Oh,
up,
no.
Phil.
No, not really.
That was the
I don't
next
think he
part
does.
of the suggestion was to yell at you. Sorry, I apologize. I didn't mean it.
You did mean it though.
I really didn't.
did.
You really did though. You
I
really
was
did.
just waiting for you to
You're
talk,
like,
and then I was gonna yell.
No, you were like, oh, I'm so glad.
he does have
someone
a
told
whole-
me to yell at him.
He does have a whole buttload of videos, and they're all him playing guitar. So I've slowly been growing my guitar. The percentage of guitar videos
Oh, I thought you
on
were
my-
gonna say your mustache.
on my For You page. I've also been doing that. Did you notice that, Phil?
Yes.
And part of the fun that I'm going to have is a lot of people only ever see me at church,
Mm-hmm.
and I always wear a mask at church all the time.
Oh yeah,
So one of these days they're going to see me with a full mustache and be totally
a mustache.
shocked.
Dude, you
Shocked.
should be like whatever mask you wear, you should just shave, like put the mask on, shave outside of it. And whatever that
Just mask shaped beard.
I'm only
Yes.
allowed to have a mustache for my job, Phil. And
You know how,
so don't rub it in.
You know how people say stash for mustache,
Yeah.
but the Brits say
They don't say-
tash instead of stash.
Yeah.
do they?
Does that bother you guys?
I was hoping and then do Australians say mush?
Must. They say must. They
Really?
probably call it like a musto. Australians are freaking weird.
Yeah, they are. Speaking of Australians, I went and saw Courtney
yeah.
Barnett.
Yeah.
Dude, it was so good. So she played. They looked like blacktop Jaguars. They were definitely Jaguars, but they were humbucker, like dual humbucker Jaguars.
Mhm.
Okay.
And with binding. So I'm sure there's like a specific.
Okay.
Oh, I think it's like a classic player. Yeah, it's a classic
Okay.
player. No, because that one doesn't have binding. At any rate, but she plays just with her fingers. So that her band is like just a 3-piece, but it sounds really full. And I think part of it is because she plays with her fingers and she strums a lot with her fingers. So you get a lot of like extra. I don't know. I guess it's like with one of those weird
Uh-huh.
picks that has like multiple phalanges or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just a really good show. Her guitar sounded great. Really like, it wasn't as fuzzy as this, but it reminded me of like Smashing Pumpkins, how full I was able to just like fill the whole,
Oh yeah.
sonic whatever with his guitar. And there is a lot of like very distorted and very heavy stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good show.
Oh, apparently it's a refin of Kurt Cobain Jaguar.
Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain.
The Kurt Cobain. Is that what I said?
No, that's just from School of Rock. And every time anyone says Kurt Cobain, that's what goes through my head. So I'm glad I'm
Me
not
too.
the only one.
I have a history of saying things in weird ways, so
You do, but you did not this time.
Like
okay.
that big Saint Bernard.
Beethoven? Like Beethoven.
you can't do it.
I heard did I send it to you? I heard that somebody pronounced it that way on a video or something.
It was
like that.
some stupid it was that stupid not Vine, but TikTok about like the three guys in like in the I forget, it was like hipsters in the 1700 like 1600s or something.
Oh
like that.
yeah. Yeah, so they were like, acting like a hipster would have been back then. About
About
composer
Beethoven.
Beethoven.
After you told us that you went to that show, I went and listened to Courtney Barnett's latest album, and it was really good. I really enjoyed
dude.
it.
It's a lot more mellow than her other
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, it's
That's
really
what I was
good.
reading too, but It's called Things Take Time, Take Time.
Yeah, I love the show, like start to finish. It was really good. It's funny though, because like some of her like very early stuff, her singing cadence, she has very, her voice is somewhat reminiscent of somebody like Bob Dylan, where it's not monotone, but it almost like
Yeah.
it almost mimics.
It's like a
I don't
kind
know.
of maybe artificially so, but it's like a limited range of.
Yeah, but some of her, like the first song she played in the set, which is one of her earlier songs, I think her cadence, like her actual singing cadence and everything, was like exactly like Bob Dylan, and I think she intentionally kind of distanced herself from that because apparently
That's not a
early
bad person
on,
to emulate, but
oh, totally. But there is like, yeah, I don't know. I was joking because my neighbor, who's like a huge fan of hers, was telling me that and how early on she would get compared to Bob Dylan a lot, and I'm like, man, that's not a bad person to get compared to. You know? If you're into that kind of thing. Yeah,
Lady
so that
Bob
show.
Dylan's.
And then I'm also going to a show that was announced. I think it was announced a little while ago, but I've been listening to a lot of Manchester Orchestra for a long time, but again, recently. They're coming in a couple months, which I'm excited to go see. Do you guys like them at all? Manchester Orchestra?
Sorry, I'm back.
You heard of them?
Heard of who?
Manchester Orchestra.
Manchester Orchestra.
Oh,
I knew I'd lost you for a minute there.
I'm going to see Manchester Orchestra in February. My wife and I actually.
Oh, nice. So
a
am
little
I.
bit of a date that we have planned since like.
I'm actually going with
September.
your wife as well.
Yeah, I know.
Separately.
She told me.
It's like a charity case. It's like one of those joking, like they nominated me to be prom king as a joke, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a Make-A-Wish thing. You don't know you're dying, but
Yeah.
you are. If you don't know Gun Street Wiring Shop by now, you must be living in the dark ages. They are the premier hand-built wiring solution for all of your guitars. I have one in my Telecaster. I have a setup in there, 5-way. It's great. Have it in my Jazzmaster. It's amazing. I actually put it in my Epiphone Dot, brought the thing back to life. It's crazy. If you don't have it, you need it. Every guitar that you own will be better with Gun Street Wiring Shop. I promise. Also, if you join the Street Crew, you get a discount on their product, and I guarantee you'll enjoy it. If you get it and you don't like it, I will punch Cole in the face. That's my guarantee. Check it out right now at gunstreetwiringshop.com.
Did you guys ever watch a movie called Angus?
We have discussed Angus.
Yeah.
Have we talked about Angus?
That's like the best Green Day song is from Angus.
Yeah, dude, it's so good. And it has that Mazzy Star song and a Dancehall Crashers song. I mean, it's and the Weezer song, obviously.
Yeah, it's got a great soundtrack.
I listened to this podcast this last week. I saw it pop up on
this one,
TikTok. Yeah, here's some. Your one-stop shop for all things guitar culture nonsense. He is this guy who has a podcast.
That's why I do the intros.
About You're mean, Aaron. You're mean.
Yeah, Aaron. Why are you mean, Aaron?
Well, I have
an
empty bottle, and that's why I mean.
He posted a TikTok, and it was about the Angus soundtrack, and he's like, "Hey, check out my podcast where I interview the lead actor who played Angus, who also happens to be his friend." So I went and listened to it, and it was pretty fascinating. One thing that was interesting, which I still don't totally understand. One thing they said was that Weezer, first of all, the executive producer of the movie, managed a lot of those bands, including Green Day, which is like one of the reasons Green Day was like, because Green Day comes up a lot in the story too. There's like like if you hear Green Day on the radio, call in and you get Green Day tickets, and then his nerdy little friend is like trying really hard to win him, and then the stupid quarterback jock guy ends up winning him just kind of on a lark or whatever. You know, he just got lucky and won him. But the other thing they said, which is kind of fascinating, I don't know if you guys remember that movie. They don't really talk about his parents. I guess they talk about his mom, but they make it seem like his dad had died.
Yeah.
But apparently in the original movie, his parents were gay. But when they were talking about it on the podcast, they were saying he had 2 dads, but when I read about it, they were saying it was like his dad and his mom were both gay.
In the movie, he has no moms. I mean, no dads.
Exactly. Well, I think they allude to the fact that his dad died. His mom says something about,
okay.
"Oh, you're just like your dad," but it's his mom and his grandpa who are like play a role. But apparently that was like a part of the original cut of the film, and the studio took it all out because they were worried about the backlash from it. But it was supposed to be like this kind of
wild,
Anyways, so
Times
you
have
guys should all go
changed.
watch Angus. I actually watched the whole movie the other day. You can tell, not knowing that in hindsight, you can tell like they had to sort of re-edit a bunch of crap and everything. And it's also not an amazing movie. Like, it's kind of crappy
is
like
it
every
not?
movie was back then. I mean, it's still good, but it's like, if I wasn't a fat teenager, I wouldn't have enjoyed it the same way, I don't think. Like, the premise of it, for those who haven't seen it, it's like a lot of other, like John Hughes high school movies, but the protagonist is a big fat guy and,
He's a great
gets
big
bullied.
fat person.
Oh wait, is she like a great big fat person?
That's kind of like a John Hughes movie, too.
Yeah, not unlike a John Hughes.
Kind of
movie.
quirky, characters, there's different characters, kind of different walks of life.
Whimsical characters.
But with slightly dark backstories, slightly dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
In both movies, someone gets a boner in their stomach.
There's some good lines.
That's literally the only thing I remember about that movie at all. Is that line?
Dude, there's this whole scene. Every movie like that has to have this big like climax scene, and they vote him to be prom king. Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen Angus. Obviously, go watch it. It was free on Amazon Prime to like buy, weirdly. So now I own it on
They're
Amazon.
just giving it away.
Yeah, but it was like I
Free
couldn't
to
figure.
buy.
It said it was like a $5 promo. It was $5, but then it was like a $5 promotional credit will be applied. So it was just $0. They're just giving away Angus.
Please. Please take this digital.
It's like we don't even
copy
want
of
to.
the
We don't
movie.
even want to stream it. We literally are trying to get rid of this digital artifact.
We do not. Yeah, we don't want to take this taking up our bandwidth.
So there's the end. They vote him to be prom king as a joke, and he's dancing. And this girl, he's had a crush on her his whole life, and he's dancing with her. But the girl's nice about it, and then the jock comes in, and is like, "What are you doing? You're my possession." Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And it's who's the guy?
James Vanderbeek.
Yeah, James Vanderbeek. Which apparently he was like very opposed to playing the bully, like because he was like very anti-bullying and everything.
And yet he did.
Exactly. And the other thing that's kind of funny is that the two main characters are still like best friends in real life.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is kind of, fun. But yeah, there's this whole thing where the guy comes in, he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he's like, "He's not normal." And the guy, Angus is like, "Well, what? I don't want to be normal. What's normal?" And it's this whole thing about like, nobody, we're all special in our own unique way and everything. And as a teenager, it's like, yeah,
That's right.
that's right.
Do you guys remember the first movie that made you cry?
Oh,
I remember.
I
mine.
remember we watched Rudy in school and it made me cry.
Oh, nice. I cried so hard at the end of My Girl. Do you guys remember that movie?
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin gets stung by all the bees.
Do we remember that? Obviously, that movie was
Then she's like,
traumatizing.
"Where's his glasses? He can't see without his glasses."
That's horrible.
And they're like, "Shut up!
He's
dead.
Stupid.
He's burning in hell."
Yeah, because he did basically commit suicide, which is the
He
unpardonable
committed
sin.
bee suicide.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
we
He
all
knew
know.
he was
No.
going to die. He
And if
knew
you
No,
he
do,
was-
we all know that
allergic.
if you commit suicide, you go to hell.
he went back.
No,
You, joke
you
about
guys, how dare you? She lost her ring, her mood ring,
Yeah,
and
which
it
is
was
demonic,
special
by
to
the
her.
way. Mood rings are demonic.
Oh, you lost your Satan ring? Let me go risk my life and go get it.
Everyone knows that in evangelical folklore, if you go to retrieve a mood ring, which is satanic, it's the same as committing suicide.
Exactly.
Yeah, especially if you know
Certain
you're allergic to
doom.
bees.
There's so many. I bet that is the same thing as like Jaws, how everyone's afraid of sharks because of Jaws, even though there's like, statistically speaking, you're more likely to get like struck by lightning.
Yeah.
I bet a lot of kids our age were deathly afraid of bees because of that movie.
Yeah. How pissed off were you in part 2 when she went and like met a new boy and it's like it's just so
Yeah.
stupid.
Not
course.
enough time.
Wait a
has
second.
passed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
like
enough
she's
time.
not. I wanted her to not live her life
You're
Yeah.
not ready.
because she liked this
To
boy
move
when
on.
she was 12 years
I don't
old.
even think she liked him. I think he was just like a friend.
Do you guys remember a movie called Simon Birch?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. It's based on a book by
Why?
John Irving.
In my mind, that those two movies are like in the same universe or something. For some reason,
Well,
I don't
in
know
that
why.
in that
Kinda
movie, the
same
one kid
time
hits the
period.
ball that kills the other kid's mom or something.
Dude,
What?
that
Yeah,
movie-
like he hits the
I have
baseball
not
and
seen
it
that
hits
movie.
the
Yeah.
other kid's mom in the head.
Yeah.
And then
it's like Maud
dies.
Flanders, how she dies. It's
that
kind of the same
movie,
thing.
that movie is kind of like a Forrest Gump type movie in a way. It's like a lot of different stories that happen to the same character.
Totally,
and, like,
yeah. The kid, because he falls through the ice, right? There's the kid that falls
Yeah,
through the
yeah.
ice, and
There's something with the bus.
he has braces
And-
on his leg, just like in Forrest Gump.
Yeah. See,
And President Nixon asks him to take off his pants or something like that.
yeah, and the kid from Jurassic Park is in it.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Jurassic Park, bringing it full circle, the main female lead in Angus is the young lady from Jurassic Park.
Oh, Lexi?
Probably.
Yes.
I mean, it's not Laura Dern. I would know if it was Laura Dern.
we know.
But yes,
you
the
would.
young. It's so weird though. If you look at Angus on IMDb, the listing, it's got to be like an order of appearance or something. Because Angus is listed first, but like the tuxedo salesman is fourth.
Yeah, it's got
No, because the girl. No, but it's not appearance. Because the girl, she's like almost at the end. Her name is.
Alphabetical?
No, I don't think so. Oh well, maybe by last name. EFG,
Alphabetical
H.
by character.
Oh, that is what it
name.
is. It's alphabetical by last name after. Okay, that makes sense. In credits order. Yeah, the main page shows Angus first, but then yeah, it's alphabetical.
So like him and his mom and grandpa are first, and then it's alphabetical after that.
Yeah, exactly. Which is funny because like his sidekick plays a bigger role than the grandpa. Maybe that's debatable.
I think you're just
So the
like,
sidekick has basically a cameo in Can't Hardly Wait.
Yeah, he was in a bunch of movies. Chris
Wait,
Owen
who's
is
the-
his name.
Chris Owen.
Yeah,
in
he's
Can't
also
Hardly
in
Wait,
He's in American Pie. And he's like he's the kid with big ears and major pain. He's on the cover of the movie.
Oh wow.
in
Major
Can't Hardly
Payne's a good
Wait,
one.
he is kind of just in the background stealing things like
Yeah.
3 or 4 different times.
Yeah, that's pretty
He's just
good.
in the background like
He
grabbing
steals a
things that are,
gumball
like-
machine.
and then he like
Oh.
puts it in his jacket, and it like escalates like
Yeah.
throughout the movie until the very end when the cops show up and break up the party, and he runs out and gets into a cop car and drives it
Oh
away.
right.
Yeah.
Right. Dude, all the like synopsises of this movie
Synopses.
are like, oh yeah, synopses. are
Synopsum.
super rough. It's like Angus is a large, pathetic 14-year-old.
Whoa, jeez.
That was written in the 90s when the movie came out.
And this other one, a miserable fat teenager secretly has a crush on the class beauty.
A miserable fat teenager. That's the
harsh.
subtitle of my autobiography. Dude, that is so funny.
That is rough. just no chill on it. Poor Angus.
Yeah, dude, zero filter whatsoever.
Miserable. Hey, we got a roll. We want to offer you this roll. Oh,
It's
cool. What is it?
miserable fat teenager.
It's
number
miserable
one.
fat teenager. Oh, that's too good. Are we gonna have time to talk about our
let's do it.
pedals?
Let's do it.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
All right.
Come on. Stop
So
messing
here's
around.
what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about our.
Do you have a
pedals.
game? Do you have a game for next week, Phil?
I have a
We'll put
game.
next week
Okay,
so that
good.
the other people can know what's choose. But check this out. I have a twist that I haven't told you guys about. I'm gonna tell you about it now.
Oh, it's probably what I wrote in the chat
No.
before
So
you thought of it.
once we choose the pedal and order it and buy it, before the person can open it on Christmas Eve, yes, on the Christmas Eve episode, we're gonna read an Amazon review of the pedal.
Ooh,
And you have to try
and guess
to
it,
guess.
dude.
You have to guess what the pedal is that you were
so
giving.
good. Okay, we
Aaron.
have to like. The
I'm a
only gotcha
genius.
is
I'm
if
so glad I thought of this idea.
the
Yeah,
only
I like
gotcha
that.
is if we choose one that doesn't have an Amazon review.
Uh-oh.
Right, that's true.
I bet most of them do.
We
People
can
that
find
buy,
a review from a different website.
yeah.
Aaron can write the review.
By the way,
If
I'm
we need to, we can
drinking this,
use like the Premier Guitar review or something
drinking
like
this
that.
Stone Enjoy by 1122 unfiltered IPA at 9.4%.
Wow, 9.4. Yes, ma'am.
That's a lot of percent.
Yes.
Okay, who's going
That's,
first?
almost
That's right
10.
up my alley.
I have a lot of.
Why don't
pedals.
you go first? Because I'm completely
I'm-
unprepared.
I'm assuming I
I'm
have
prepared.
a lot more pedals than you two.
I'm going
know if
off
that-
memory on mine.
So I quickly wrote mine down based on how Cole
nice.
cataloged his. I don't have a graph. I just have.
You don't
the
have a
four.
spreadsheet.
I just have the four. No, sorry. Yes, I don't have a spreadsheet, but I do
I don't have a
the-
graph. You have the categories, though.
Okay, let's hear him.
Yes. So Cole's categories are drives, modulation, reverb delay, other.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I will say this: my pedals, I've got 4 in one category, 5 in another category, 3 in another category, and 1 in
Okay.
another category.
Okay.
So guess which number
Pretty good
goes for
balance.
which category.
4 drives,
No.
4 reverb delay.
Yes.
Okay.
You lunatic.
Yes.
3 drive?
No.
Do you have 1 drive pedal?
No.
I can't remember what the numbers were then.
Is it 5?
I have 5 drives.
Okay. 5
Oh,
drive.
okay.
I
I was
have
thinking.
3 modulations.
Hey, we got a 5 drive here.
3 modulations, and then I have 1 in the other, which is
Okay.
my volume pedal. What else would be in the other category? Well, we'll see. You'll get to that.
Like
Well,
if you
don't
have like
you
a
have, like-
compressor maybe or like a wah.
Don't you
or
have like
something?
some multi effects? Don't you have like a vocal effects or an acoustic effects or something?
Ooh, I do.
Yeah.
And I guess
You need to list those.
geez. Okay, and I have the
You have the body
rubber
res.
neck.
Phil,
Rubber neck.
why did I was able to list 35 pedals and you couldn't even get all your pedals?
Is it rubber neck or rubber necker?
It's not
It's
the
rubber
joke
neck and
that
liquor.
you learned. Yeah, it's not the joke that you learned when you were a small child. If that's what you mean.
It's not.
Okay. Yes, true. I have those pedals.
Okay, so let's hear them. Should we start with drive pedals?
Okay. Yes. How about everybody talks about the drive pedals first?
No, it'll be too confusing. I think
Yeah,
one person should just.
It'll
name
be
all
hard
the
to keep
pedals.
track of like what people
Okay.
have or don't have.
Okay, I'm gonna just go quickly then. Pelotar, Oxblood, and it's a special Oxblood. I can't remember what kind.
It's like germanium.
Yes, there it is. The Germanium Oxblood, 385,
Okay,
1981,
Okay, DRV.
Fuzzy Burrito.
Furry burrito.
Fuzzery. Burrito.
Okay.
Those are my drives. Modulation, I've got the Julian.
Okay.
The
Julia.
Julia Gulia.
That's funny.
The Josie Grossi. You have the Josie Grossi?
I have the Ibanez SC10.
Dork.
Is that a chorus?
Yes, that's a freaking sick
Stereo
chorus.
chorus. Yeah.
Oh, it's the 10 series chorus. Nice.
And then the Bubbletron, which
Hey.
that was a gift from my wife that the two of you conned her
My
into
wife.
buying for me.
Do you
From
not like
Aaron.
it? Do you not
No,
like
I
it?
do. I
Okay.
do. I've actually
I really
I've
thought
kept
you
it for
would
a long
like it.
time because it's fun.
That's a pedal that I got from Andy Kim for a writing job I did for him.
Is he that guy who got a misdemeanor for drunken disorderly conduct?
So I wrote up I think I wrote the copy for one of their.
We should clarify.
Yeah,
Just so nobody
and
possibly.
That's
There's
not real.
apparently
That's not
another
real.
dude. There's apparently another dude named Andy Kim in Seattle who is
It's causing a
Dude.
ruckus.
who kind of Anyways,
Yeah, so I wrote the copy for one of their giving cable things, and in return he gave me that pedal or paid me with that pedal, and I sold it to your wife.
for 10% above market value because you have a pool,
Mhm.
you can't afford it. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's
Luxury tax.
one more. You have one more modulation, right?
Julia Ibanez Bubbletron.
Bubbletron. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you have 4. Oh, geez.
I have 2 reverbs and 2 delays.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
I have the El Capistan,
Oh, right.
my one true love. The DD7,
Mm-hmm.
which was
Those are both great delay pedals, man.
yes, and the DD7 was a gift from my dear friend Cole.
As was the Pelotar, maybe.
Cole Bartholomew Duke. Yes, the Pelotar was also.
The DD7 is also a super concentrated formula which removes stains but won't harm fabrics.
By the way,
guys
I think
remember
you
that
should
commercial?
know that Courtney Barnett's middle name is Melba.
Melba.
Like the toast?
Yeah, like the toast.
Okay, then I have 2 reverbs. The Ocean's 11,
Oh, okay.
which I honestly I messed with like one
Ditch
time
it.
and I was
Get
like,
rid of it. Trash
Yeah.
it. Throw it away.
that
You don't need it. You don't
And
need
then
it. You don't need that negativity in your life.
AC Noises AMA Reverb
right,
Bit
right.
Crusher,
Nice.
Which- I really like.
So you don't have like a normal reverb,
No.
quote unquote.
Interesting. That's interesting information.
Interesting
let's move on.
information.
Okay, and my volume pedal.
Which is
Okay,
what,
and
an
then
Ernie
tell
Ball
us-
Jr.?
Yes, Ernie Balls.
Oh, you left out the freaking rubberneck, you dork.
Sorry, Rubberneck.
So you have
And the
3
voicey
delays. 3 delays. So you have 5 in the reverb delay category.
What's the voice play you have?
It's the VE2.
Is that an echo? Or
No,
that's
it's a
the
vocal
ensemble.
multi-
Ensemble,
VE2
right?
vocal harmonist.
Yeah.
It's not the one with the 2-foot switches. For some reason, like that's also a VE2 or something.
Hmm.
Or at least the picture of it always
Is that
comes up.
maybe that's
Oh,
the
is it the
VE2,
big red
V2?
one? It's the red one with the huge button on it?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, wait. That's a Boss pedal.
Yes.
Oh,
I
for
thought you
some
had a
reason, I thought
TC. I thought you had a Voice Live.
I sold that.
Oh, okay.
And didn't you have like a body res or something like that? Some kind of acoustic pedal?
Like a long time ago,
Oh.
maybe.
Do you still have it and just forgot to list it? Phil?
No. No.
I'll tell you why the big one, the double pedal one, comes up
Oh,
when you search.
do have another one.
Because it's the VE20, and 20 starts with the number 2.
I also have a the Ditto, but it's
Oh.
the XLR one.
Oh, the vocal one.
Oh, the Ditto Mic Looper.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
Are
cool.
you interested in guitar looping?
Um,
Can we interest you in guitar looping?
Have you
'Cause-
considered guitar looping?
Because Aaron has a looper he wants to sell your wife.
which looper do you have?
No, I don't have a looper.
Oh,
I have an RC3, which is a very good looper.
I have a Ditto Looper.
A Ditto. A Ditto.
Ditto.
Eat your sausage, Ditto.
So okay,
Eat your
that's,
bratwurst.
that's everything.
Okay, so
Okay.
do you have like do you have a hole that you're wanting to be filled pedal
Tell
wise?
us about it.
Oh, pedal wise, yes, no, yes.
Do you have? Is there anything that you've been like eyeballing or like jonesing for lately, pedal wise?
I don't know if we should do that.
No, I think it's fair to like. Or
don't
even
you think
just,
it's
like,
more fun to just go like, here's what I have, and then for the people to like discuss?
I mean, it could be like general category if you want, because I know like we'll get to Cole later, but I don't think
I want a modulation probably.
because you essentially have all the bases covered, like for the most part. So, or is there anything that you don't want? Like, I do not get me a compressor, for example.
Yeah, don't freaking get me a compressor.
Dude, what if we got him like some $300 compressor?
I'd be
We'll get
so
him one of
mad.
those like those Cali 76 compressors that are like $479.
I'd sell it so freaking fast. I'd be so mad at you guys.
You'd pull one of those things where Aaron like try to sell it before you even open the box, you know?
Yeah. Yes.
You get flagged for that, by the way.
That's right. You thought you were like,
You're pretty clever.
I thought I could
am-
game the system.
Yes.
Everyone's like, yeah, that's an obviously bad idea.
Um.
Okay, should I go next?
So no compressors then?
No compressors.
All right. Anything else? It's like off the table.
I mean, there's some obvious holes here, right?
What?
Yeah. Well, you don't have a flanger.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have an octave.
I do.
pedal.
The Bubbletron has flanger on it.
Okay, you don't have a tremolo.
You don't have a tremolo.
I don't.
You don't have just like
you don't
a
have
normal-
like a pog or something.
Okay, listen.
a slammer.
Okay, octaves.
Dude, that's what somebody should
Listen.
make a pog clone and call it the slammer.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Listen. I have owned
Listen.
a number of tremolos, and I have owned a number of octave pedals, and I always end up selling them pretty quick because it just doesn't feel like it's my vibe. However, if you guys found one that was like, this is the tremolo pedal for people who don't like tremolos, like if somebody
have you ever tried knopping a bitch?
I feel they don't like that one.
No, I get what you're saying. Like, so would that to you mean like an extra crazy tremolo or like a really subtle tremolo?
I don't know, it would if
I guess it would just have to be like a really fun effect and not just like a run of the mill tremolo that you've tried
yes.
and not liked. All right, I have some ideas.
Okay. So do you want to know my totals?
Do you want me to go first? Because mine will be way less interesting than yours.
Well, maybe not interesting, but less voluminous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
go for it.
I have a handful of drive pedals. I have the 1981 DRV. I have a Caroline Wave Cannon. I have a Half Horse. I have the Fuzzy Burrito. I have some overdrive pedal. I can't remember. And then I have this flux capacitor fuzz from Mike Medek at, I can't remember the name, Anonymous Pedal Creations, I think, that he sent me. That's pretty cool. I have 0 modulation pedals.
When
Go ahead. When?
I'm the Back to the Future fan.
Yes, he sent
You're
that
not.
to me.
Yeah.
He sent that to me when my twins were born, and I was going through a pretty rough time in my life. But I mean, I'll send it to you if you think you deserve it more. No, it's very cool. It's like a low gain fuzz. I also have
Like a
okay, so I
run?
have no no
Rogaine. It's a Rogaine fuzz.
I have no modulation. I have one delay, which is the rubbernecker. And then I have two reverb pedals at the moment. One is the Caroline Meteor, and the other is the Earthquaker Devices Levitation, which don't tell, but I'm sending to someone for the 60 cycle hum Secret Santa.
Oh, nice.
So that will be gone.
So you have
So you don't
the
own it.
rubberneck, no modulation whatsoever.
No modulation, one reverb, one delay, and then I have the Ernie Ball volume pedal / tuner. And then I have a little splitter box from Squatch Design Co.
Phil, we should buy your
I think
Beveltron
that's
back
it.
from your
No.
wife and send it to him.
Dude,
That would be pretty
we
funny.
should.
Okay. And that's it?
I'm there's got to be more, but I honestly
You don't
I
have a
haven't
chorus
looked.
pedal?
I do not have a chorus.
You don't have a
pedal.
wombo tone?
I don't have a. Oh, dude, that I've sold a lot of pedals. That's probably the only one I still wish I had. Like I regret selling. It was very cool.
Did we set a price limit on each other for this?
The price limit I would say is like 300 is like the cap.
Absolute cap.
Yeah,
though.
like that's like high end. But I would say like
Speaking of which,
anything-
I kind of regretted mentioning the wombo tone because I already had that in mind as one that I wanted to get.
oh nice,
But they
They're
are
hell of
not
expensive.
cheap.
Yeah, well,
They're like
for,
$600 used.
for one thing, Chase Bliss has a habit of which I mean,
Yeah, they just
I'm not
discontinue
commenting on it,
stuff.
but they discontinue a lot of stuff, and then the used prices just
Yeah,
skyrocket.
exactly. Which is kind of like, yeah, I don't know their reasoning behind it, but they just discontinue the warp vinyl. I don't know if you guys saw that, or maybe it's
Yeah.
been a little while, but
Yeah, no, it's been like less than a month, like maybe a couple of weeks.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's pretty recent. I think the thing is like I feel like maybe there's a smaller operation than people assume
Yeah,
based on the complexity of the
Yeah.
things that they make. So
they
like
kind of have to put the resources where the buzz is. you know?
exactly, yeah.
Like, let's be honest, the Wound Tone was not like their most popular pedal. It's so cool
Yeah.
looking though.
And I know like the
Yeah.
Thermae covers a lot of the ground that the like tonal recall covers.
That
So
was
they're
their
like-
that was kind of their reasoning, is like the Thermae was really kind of taking
They're
over
like-
all the sales, so they might
yeah,
as well.
and it was kind of like an evolution of the
yeah,
other one. So why carry both for no reason?
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like those pedals are still so desirable that as soon as they're not making them, everyone who owns one is like, oh, I could sell this for way more than it paid for it, whatever.
Okay, are we ready for mine?
But if you want to buy me a Wormwood, I would be accepting of that.
That's what it was. Wormwood. I still can't believe
so-
you won that.
Let me tell you what I don't want. I don't want another drive pedal. That's it. Anything else is fine.
That kind of goes without saying.
I also don't want another volume pedal or another tuner.
You don't want a second volume pedal, even though you don't. You own one delay pedal and zero modulation. Get you a second volume pedal.
What if we got you an expression pedal, like that weird wheel scrolly?
Oh yeah, the wheel one.
I would hate that.
I wonder if
Ah,
that
you
can
said
gain
anything.
momentum.
You said
like if
anything.
you kick it, will it keep spinning? You know, the wheel one.
I think Chase Bliss is making that pedal now. I
Ring.
think they bought the design from the.
Oh,
the
did they
dude
really?
who- Yeah, and like kind of revamped it.
What? Why would Chase Bliss buy an expression? What?
Why would they buy a foot controlled expression pedal for their
Okay.
pedals that take expression? I don't know.
But
I don't know. I don't know.
It
why
is
they
a
did
weird. It is a weird thing. Like it's kind of an interesting move.
You can
Okay,
buy one for $350 on
Cool.
Reverb.
Okay.
Jeez.
Should we read
I think
mine?
they only made like 50 of them is the thing too. Yeah, let's hear yours. Mine, you have a lot of options. So,
I have a lot of pedals. So I have 22 drive pedals.
oh wow,
And 2, 3. I have 5 modulation pedals. I thought I had less, but you'll see. And I have 1 reverb or delay pedal, period.
and you just sold like several pedals, right?
I just sold a bunch of pedals. Yes. So I have 35 pedals total. We'll see. Some of them maybe don't count. So I have the DRV. I have a Prince of Tone. I have an Atlanta pedal company. That was Chris Isaac's
The Ruckus.
company. The Ruckus Drive. I have I have 2 Boss DS1s. One of them is a modern one, and one is from 1983, which is my birth year. I have a Boss SD one from my birth month,
Ooh,
which is kind of cool. I like that pedal.
like
I have
the
a
year
Boss-
and month, or just the month? It was like
Yeah, the year and month. Yeah.
like January 2012.
Yeah, it's
or
like
something.
January 2013.
It's a Libra.
Yeah. I have an
I don't know anything
MT2
about time.
Metal Zone
Okay.
from 1997.
Why?
Oh, nice. Why not?
I bought that and a Rat pedal from Fuzzmonger, from Jason Fuzzmonger,
Okay.
just because. I have a Caroline Pink Cannon, which is just a wave cannon. I have-
Do you love that pedal?
Yeah,
I
It's really
freaking
good.
love that pedal.
I have the Dan Electro Daddy-O, which is a drive pedal.
I
One
had
of
one
the
of those
big-
and I modded it, which made it way cooler, and then I sold it.
Dude, it's freaking enormous and it weighs a ton. It's pretty great. Then I have a Killer Otter Aerostat.
Oh, right.
Killer Otter, of course, Matt Wild's company, and then a Killer Otter Party Animal,
Oh, I also have a party animal.
the White Russian. Oh yeah, you have the pink one, don't you?
Yep, I have the pink one.
I have a Lollygagger Canalia, which I won from a raffle. Remember that? What was the raffle for? Like a flood or something?
Yeah, maybe.
Wasn't it for like
Yes.
Sinusoid did it, right?
Yeah, I think.
Was
Remember
that the,
how
the
like
Houston one?
yeah, you know how Texas
Oh, it
is
was.
like, flooded all the time now. It was
Yeah.
for one
Yeah.
of the many Texan floods.
Yeah.
Man, global warming has been huge for raffles.
I've heard there's a flooding down in Texas. Oh, and the telephone lines are down. Okay. I have a Matthews Ruffian, which is that one where he let you put your custom artwork on it. So it has a pedal porch thing on it.
Oh, right. Have you seen
Just
his new
still-
pedal?
Still as relevant as ever. Okay. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Pelican pedals. I have a 50/50. I have 2 half horses, one of which is the Squatch one. I have 2
Oh, nice.
Pelletars, one of which is the Spruce, the Germanium one, the
Mhm.
Pelletar GE. Oh, and I actually have a 6th Pelican one, but it's a modulation. Okay, then I have a Proco Rat from 1995. I have a solid gold stack pedal,
Oh, right.
which
The
is like the
Flippin' Flippers.
Flippers pedal.
signature.
I have a Tone Hungry Hunger Bender, which is a tone bender thing, and then I have the Furry Burrito, same one as everyone else. Okay, so I have a billion drive pedals. I have a Boss CE2 Waza Craft, which I really like. I have a Lion Chorus, LYON. Remember that brand?
Uh-huh.
It's like a little brown plastic guy.
Mm-hmm.
I also own a Keeley Bubbletron,
Oh, wow.
weirdly.
Yes.
I have a DoD envelope filter, which like I bought for Black Friday last year, I think. I also bought a phaser with it. It was like buy one get one free or something. But then I gave away the phaser to somebody. And then I have a Pelican. It was like the prototype of the Binford
Mm-hmm.
5100. So those are my modulation pedals. But you can see like the envelope filter, I'm never going to put that on my board. The Bubbletron I love. The CE2W I like a lot, but that still has a lot of gaps, you know. The Binford
Okay.
is not your typical modulation pedal. And then
Yeah,
the
it's
only
wild.
delay or reverb I have is the Earthquaker's Dispatch Master.
Okay.
Period.
Just delay and reverb.
Delay and reverb, yeah. And it's a very good pedal. And then I have the Line 6 Podgo. I have a Strymon Iridium. I have a bass fly rig. I have.
Oh, I have
cla-
an Iridium as well.
Oh yeah, I have the Collaboration Devices compressor. Remember that?
Oh yeah, Pat Chen.
The Pat Chen. I have the
Pat Chen
RC3. Yeah, that's it. So I have almost no delay or reverb, and I could use a lot of modulation too.
Is there anything you don't want?
Well, I don't even know if I'd say I don't want a drive pedal. I probably shouldn't get a drive pedal though.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's should get a drive pedal.
Yeah, we have enough of
I don't
those.
think any of us need one.
Okay, drives out of the question.
Honestly, there's
out.
nothing I really don't want
Okay.
that I can think of.
All right.
Don't get me a volume pedal unless it's the volume pedal with a tuner in it.
Oh yeah.
Don't get me a volume pedal though, because that's boring.
I'm not gonna get you that. We're not gonna get you that. I have a couple ideas.
Okay.
You do?
Yeah, I think so. We can start there and see where we go. All right. I mean, I think that's good. I think we should let our viewers maybe put a like a thread in the group and have people make suggestions for what we should get each other to. Although it'll be probably too late for that because we got to get this ball rolling before this episode even airs. But you can guess what we thought we bought.
Yeah.
Or you could post ideas and then we'd be like, oh man, we really should have thought of that.
Yes.
I think we'll have time. We have to record the episode where we open these. We'll record in 2 weeks from today, basically, probably.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if this airs Thursday and people are posting Thursday, that's probably still enough time. It's only a day from now.
But don't we have to purchase like in the next 24 hours?
I would say as long as we get them by order by before the end of the week, we should be good.
Okay.
And it'll take about a week.
2 weeks
there.
when we get here.
And if we get them on Amazon, we can get them Prime.
What do you
they'll
think?
Be 2 days.
You guys not have Prime shipping or something?
Well, I was just thinking some things are not available on Amazon. So
that's
if you
right.
buy it
Cool.
on,
Some things are not available
Sweetwater,
on Amazon.
it might take 5 days instead of 2.
Sweetwater's pretty fast.
Yeah,
they're
really
usually
quick.
Yeah.
But I would say if we order before the end of this week, we should have no problem from pretty much.
Have you
anywhere.
guys heard of that that problem we're having globally?
Yeah, but if they have it in stock, they're not going to ship some. They're not it'll show if it's
Yeah.
in stock or not.
Phil, I had a pedal in mind for you that was really cool.
Oh yeah.
But you said you don't want it, and it's not available. So
What is it then?
it's the Electro Harmonics Harmony something. Electro Harmonics Intelligent Harmony Machine. And pitch.
Oh, like
an octave something or other?
No, it's a harmonizer. So you can choose to do sixth, fourth, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, plus second, third, and fifth, plus eighth. All different kinds of harmonies that you can mix and match and do a poly override, minor, major, plus, minus. You can choose the key you're playing in. All kinds of fun stuff.
Turn them all on at once?
Yeah, sure. You can do whatever you want. You can't do anything because you're not getting it.
That's true.
I mean, you can if you buy one for yourself. But it looks cool. I thought you might enjoy it, and now I see that I was wrong.
Get it out of here.
Thanks a lot.
So thanks for nothing. Thanks for
Yep.
ruining the vibe. And I think
Thanks
that's a
for-
good place to call this an episode.
Ruining Christmas. Okay. Yep.
We'll be back next week on December 16th.
Ooh.
So stay tuned. Come on back to the Gear Slam. And meanwhile, thanks for friendship.
Thanks for friendship.
Thanks for friendship.